Hi everybody, this is your professor for your winter masterclass. You can, when you send me an email, you can address me as Professor Wagle. You can check the spelling on your course on Canvas. I just wanted to say hello, give you a few rundowns on what assignments are due this week, quizzes, discussion posts, and give you an idea of how the course is structured. So first thing first, you all should do really good on this class if you keep up with your assignments, if you keep up with your quizzes, if you keep up with your teamwork, which will happen in the last 2 weeks of this course. I will try to give you video tutorials. Besides those, make sure you check out the announcement page. That is critical because that's where I lay out exactly what is due when. Also check your assignment prompts. Read them very carefully before you start doing those. They are detailed, laid out. So make sure you do read those because they will answer most of the questions that you are going to ask me. But before you do that, make sure you go read those prompts, read the announcements carefully, because most likely I will refer you back to that if you're asking me a question that has already been answered there. Okay, so a rundown a little bit of how this course is structured. So your discussion posts, make sure you do those every single time because it doesn't matter what you write. Well, it does matter what you write. However, those are easy points to get. If you contribute to the discussion post, you get 100 points for that post. It could be 3 lines, it could be 10 lines, it could be a paragraph. But make sure you make it count. So make sure you guys do the discussion posts. The quizzes, again, do the quizzes. Those are easy. The course is structured so that you are only supposed to do them once, but I have altered that so you can attempt them 3 times and the highest score stands. So you should be able to get pretty much full points for your quizzes, full points for your discussion posts. So that alone will bring up your grades in this class. Your assignments. Some assignments you will have which are practice tests, which will prepare you for your final assignments. Make sure you do the practice ones because again, if you do the practice ones, whether you do them right or wrong or partially right, you will still get full grades for those. The practice ones. The final ones would be kind of graded more strictly. But you have practice, you get feedback from me, so it will help you do better in your final ones too. Make sure you check your course calendars. Your course calendar will tell you what is due when. Just for an ease of remembering when is an assignment due, I have scheduled them to be either due on Monday, with the exception of today, because introduce yourself, I've given you guys till 19th, which is, let me see, Wednesday, I think. Yeah, or Thursday. But other than that, most assignments, whether they are major or minor, they're either due on a Monday or a Friday. There are a few exceptions like the snow policy activity, which was scheduled by the department, so it is scheduled for a Thursday, December 19th. But just about everything else will be scheduled either for a Monday due date, midnight, or a Friday due date, midnight. So make sure you guys do those. Your announcement pages, if you guys do not know where it is, you should be able to find it on your Canvas. It comes up as a horn on the side of your Canvas page. It looks something like this. Let me see if I can turn this video around. And I cannot for some reason. Let me see. Okay, I can't seem to turn this around, but make sure you guys check that. That'll be for another lesson. However, make sure you guys check your announcement pages. Make sure you check how I how I do the video tutorials. For this week, you guys have a few things due by 23rd, so that's like Friday. So let me see, December 23rd. So, well, by next Monday. So, instead of scheduling them for Friday, I've scheduled them a little bit. There are a few things due on the 20th, this Friday, which are like quizzes and stuff. Those should be easy enough things for you to do. The other things, those are due on the Monday before you start your spring break, are resume assessment. Is just assessing some resumes. It's a simple enough self-explanatory assignment. Resume convention is due December 27th, but there is no reason why you can't do it earlier, because it's just going through a bunch of resumes from the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s and just checking and seeing how resumes have changed over time. So it's an easy enough discussion post that you guys can just write about. The other ones that's due on 20th, which is a technical style edit and justification memo. Again, really easy assignment if you guys keep some technical principles in mind. I will write a brief announcement post about those technical principles that you should keep in mind about. Your book also lays out some of those principles. One of the main things you should remember is when you write any kind of technical document, make sure you keep your language simple. Try not to make it too literary or too flowery, because you're trying to get across a message quickly and more efficiently. Keep it all in single space instead of double space. I know we are used to double spacing our documents in humanities, but technical writing, all your documents is single spaced. Double space between paragraphs. There are no indents. I will write those rules down for you on another announcement post, but make sure when you do that memo, keep those things in mind. Keep in mind the language you use. The tone of the language should be positive, not negative. An example of that is telling somebody do not be late is negative. But if you tell them be on time, you are still telling them you usually come in late, but be on time this time, but it doesn't come across as negative. There are no words in here, right? So make sure you guys keep those simple principles in mind. So that's your first assignment. I will walk you through that, the kind of more detailed nuances of it in a day or two, but keep those things in mind. Your resume is due on December 27th. It should not be a really hard thing for you guys to do. The LinkedIn headline and summary, again, due next Friday. I just gave you guys a little bit more time because I know holidays are coming up. But you can always do these assignments earlier if you want. The LinkedIn headline and summary, again, go through the PowerPoint that's linked before the assignment. It will tell you exactly how a headline should be written in LinkedIn, what kind of summaries you can write in LinkedIn, why it's necessary for you to do those things. So make sure you go through those PowerPoints, go through the reading material that you're required to do before you guys start working on these assignments. Again, make sure to do all your discussion posts because those are easy points. Make sure to do all your quizzes. Again, easy, full grade point on that, right? You have snow policy activity coming up. You've been already divided into 2 groups, so you should be only able to see the snow policy that you have and talk about that. Again, snow policy activity, you participate, you get full points for that. These are all discussion posts. Every time you do a discussion post, you get full points, 100 points, guys. So do not miss those, okay? That's all I have for now. Right now, it's really cold outside. I do not like cold. You can see from the way I'm dressed. I have to go out for lunch with some friends in a little bit. But I always check my emails. I will answer them within a couple of hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours, but I will always answer them. If I don't get back to you within a day, I will get back to you the next day. But Always you can post your questions on the discussion post for the class, and somebody else might be able to help you out too. I will check those from time to time and answer them, but I will also answer your emails. Another thing about deadlines. I am pretty flexible a lot of the times when it comes to deadlines. I get it. Sometimes life gets in the way. We are in the holiday season. We fall sick. We have other obligations. If you fall behind on a deadline, you miss an assignment. If it's not a discussion post, or if it's not something that's like a major assignment, or even if it's a major assignment, email me, talk to me, keep your lines of communications open. If you need an extension, I might be able to give it to you and grade your assignment with a late penalty. But please do not miss out on any of the assignments if you want to get an A in this class, or a B, or get a good grade in this class. Okay, this is not a really hard class if you keep up with it. Okay, that's all I have for you guys for now. I'll talk to you soon again. Maybe in a couple of days I'll upload another video for you guys. I'll see you then. Okay, stay warm. Bye.